Hey everybody, welcome back. Yes, we're on air again. We did not leave forever. Your fears are new, not new.
Yay, it's Born Again to Live with Amy and Eric.
Send your hate mail to our Facebook page, Born Again to Live, the podcast.
And you are in a safe space where it is not a religion, it's a relationship.
That is right. So religion would say we had to come to you every day of that last week, but guess what? Our relationship said no, it was more important that we didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't really know if that works, but it sounds good.
It does sound good. But yeah, so I can't wait to hear all about the mission trip, but we are saving that for our Blues Day Tuesday.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to take the easy way out today, and we're going to do a Lyrical Monday. Y'all love our Lyrical Mondays. Oh, I mean, I know DJ does anyway.
Yeah.
He always picks up a new song or one he hadn't heard, so that's what we're going with.
I love it. Yeah, they're fun. I always learn new stuff from you, Eric. So and I'm my ever growing Spotify playlist. So yeah, let's share what we got going on.
All right, who wants to go first?
You.
All right. First one I'm going to do is Consumed by Fire. It's the group we actually watched at the Hampshire County Fair last year. They got a song, What If? And the lyrics are, what if I run? I want to run, but what if I fall? I want to climb, but what if the wall is just too tall? Higher than my faith could ever reach. I want to trust, but God, I'm afraid. Open my heart, but what if it breaks? It's hard to believe I'll ever be more than I've ever been. What if I give up right before he parts the sea? But what if the door swings wide open to all I've been hoping and praying for? And what if my season of waiting was changing and leading to something more? What if jumping leads to flying and fear doesn't stop me from trying? What if God is just waiting for me to start seeing how big he is? What if?
That's good.
It's a really good song. I mean, there's a lot of the verses they do, but that's another one of those sneaky little groups that they're out there and they don't get the big publicity of Casting Crowns or Mercy Me or For King and Country even, but they got some really solid, good Christian music.
Yeah.
What if? If you want to listen to a song, I like that one. It's pretty good.
All right. All right, so my first one is going to be super upbeat. I always love to go back to the first time I heard a song, and I was working for that Calvary Chapel down there in Newport News, and they just have an incredible music ministry there. But anyway, one of the days I was working out in the hallway, just the next room over, like this youth group, like 3 or 4 young girls, they were practicing this song, and I just got to hear them sing it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this song. I didn't know who sang it even. I just was like, I got to add this to my Spotify list. So, but just hearing them sing it was just precious. And it's Yahweh, and then in parentheses, No One by Chris Tomlin and Elevation Worship. But it is just super upbeat, and it starts, Yahweh, Yahweh, holy is your name. I don't want to take it in vain. And it repeats that, Yahweh, Yahweh, holy is your name. I don't want to take it in vain. And then the chorus goes, there will be no other God before you. There will be no other God before you. There is no one above you, no one beside you, and nobody like you. There will be no other God before you. And then it says, no one, no one, no one. And it's so upbeat. And it kind of goes back. It repeats a lot. It's like, holy is your name. I don't want to take it in vain. There will be no other God before you. Then when you get to the bridge, I love the bridge. It says, who else can lead us to freedom? And then, no one, no one, no one. Who else can heal all our sins and diseases? No one, no one, no one. Who else can walk on the water? Who else can answer by fire? Who else can bring down the tallest of giants? And who else can silence the roar of the lion? Who else is worthy of worship? And every single time, no one, no one, no one. And it just, it keeps going into, there will be no other God before you. No one, no one. It's so fun to sing. It is so hype. It gets you going. It gets you charged up. So that's going to be my first one on the Get Pumped Camp Patty Run, what is it called? Your jams playlist?
The Ultimate Jams playlist.
Yeah, add it to the Ultimate Jams playlist.
Ultimate Jams is a good one. That's a good. All right. I'm gonna go back to a trusted artist, a guy that we all love, Brandon Lake.
Okay.
And actually, I got to give a shout out to Sammy. When she would get on the Camp Patty Run bus every day, she would say, "Eric, give me your phone." And this was the song we had to hear first. Every day, every direction. Last year it was Forrest Frank and I Need You Now. And this year it was The Jesus I Know Now.
Okay.
Evidently you all played it at camp and that's the first she had heard it.
Okay.
But I'd heard this song before and it was actually on my list of, I want to do that one for Lyrical Mondays.
Yeah.
And it starts out, I was told he was angry and he hated music up too loud. I was told he would save me if I showed up to church and shut my mouth. If I smoke, if I drank, if I cussed, I'd think it's a long black train to hell. Yeah, I thought I knew him till I met him for myself. But the Jesus I know now isn't shaking a fist, ain't raising a brow. Yeah, the Jesus I know now ain't running away from a party crowd. I found a friend who hangs with the misfits, listens, forgives, and forgives again. Can't believe I'm missing out on the Jesus I know now. I'm learning he likes me, even when I tell a joke a little too, or take a joke a little too far. Yeah, I'm learning he knows me, every head on my head, every story behind my scars. And he says who I am, and it ain't what I do. His grace takes some getting used to. I'm learning he loves me. Yeah, the boy in the barn and the kid in the pew.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Yeah. And that's a great message, just the fact that we're told so many things about Jesus. We're told so many things about religion. And you started this by talking about that it's not a religion, it's a relationship. And religion teaches you that you have to do these things. And as Brandon Lake said, the Jesus I know now, no, like, he just wants that relationship. He just wants to know everything you got to tell him and talk to him and be with him and give him your life and let him be your guy. So that's a good one. It's Brandon Lake and Lainey Wilson.
I love that one. I love that. I mean, yeah, Eric, the kids just believe the lies and the message that says you have to do in order to earn his love. And it's like, you already have his love.
Yes.
Just rest in that. And, but yeah, the devil he's always trying to beat you down and think you're not good enough. And Eric, that's why we love doing what we do. We got to preach it high and wide. Like, it isn't what you do. Like, it's what he did. Yeah. That's it.
That's what he is.
Yeah. So
that line where he talks about, I was told if I showed up to church and shut my mouth, that he would save me. Like, that's it. Like, most people think that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
So I love that song.
I love that one too. All right. So this one's kind of like, this has to go back to St. Calvary Chapel Church. This is the first time I heard this song, but I was like, oh my gosh, I love this song, especially like sung with a choir and whatnot. But this is one of those songs that you just, close the windows, turn it all the way up on your car. And this is just like a crying out song, really. But it's kind of by some, I don't know, like musical no ones. I don't know. They're not a big name, but it's by David and Nicole Binion, and that's Bion. And it's called Come and Tear Down the Walls. And it just starts out so earnest and honest and like almost just desperately pleading. And it just gets more powerful and more powerful. But it just says, come and tear down the walls I've built up. Every wall I've built up, every wall I've built up, because you deserve every piece of my heart, every piece of my heart. Lord, I am trusting that you are a faithful Father, and all that you have, it is good. You're a generous giver. Your love's like no other. Won't you come and break through to me? And then kind of the chorus is like over and over and over again, I'm bringing my heart to you with open hands. Closer and closer, you're drawing me in as the depths of my heart lay before you again. And then it just kind of ratchets up. Come, tear down the walls I've built up, every wall I've built up, because you deserve every piece of my heart, every piece of my heart. And again, that's kind of the gist of it. It doesn't have a ton of lyrics, but it's just like every time you repeat those words, you're just crying out more with more sincerity, like break down these walls, because that's what he wants is your heart, you know? Like he said, I can make the rocks cry out to worship me. I need your heart. And so if you're just in one of those desperate moments, like this is just such a great song to just prepare you for worship. And again, it's called Come and Tear Down the Walls by David and Nicole Binion. All right. Little obscure one for a Lyrical Monday, but DJ, look it up. You're going to love it.
Sounds good. I mean, I'm going to have to check that one out. I always listen to them. I always try to make sure I listen to the songs, and even if I've never heard of them sometimes.
Yeah.
So I got to tell a story about this last song.
Okay.
On the Camp Patty Run that I was doing last or 2 weeks ago now. Anyways, I listen to the radio a lot because I drive from Baker to here by myself in the truck, and then or with a kid or something. Anyways, and then I get the van and I get the music playing for the kids, and I'll drive over there, and then the whole way back I'm by myself, so I'll listen to music. And so that's a lot of days when you do 5 days of just driving by yourself.
Yeah.
And about, I don't know, Tuesday, man, it was probably Tuesday because the vehicle had broke down, and I had heard this song on K-Love because I was using April's vehicle when I had it on K-Love, and heard this song come across the radio. And I know I've heard it before, but when I heard it this time, it was one of those hit you like a ton of bricks. Like, whoa, what was that song? And so I instantly, when I got in my truck, looked it up, and I started playing it on repeat, like all week long. And so I get through the whole week, and I'm like, I really want to share this song with the kids at Big. I think there's hope in it. I think there's something in it that these kids could use. And so Saturday night that week, I told Amy, I was kind of like, I didn't think it would do much because these kids usually don't have any kind of reaction to these things. And so Michael played Yes He Did by Kane, which is a good song. And then I was like, all right, guys, I got this song. And I told them a little bit of what I just told you guys. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to play this song. So I play it, and I back away so the kids can see the screen and the lyrics. And I go back up to turn the song off, and I look out, and there's like 4 kids crying. I'm like, okay, God, you're doing something here tonight.
Yeah.
The song's really good, but I did not think it would have that effect. And these kids were bawling. And the one kid told me, he's like, that second song just wrecked me, like, completely. And I'm like, okay, like that was what I hoped it would do.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it would do it. And so then I got to thinking, man, this song has some more power in it than what I thought it did. So it is actually Looking Up by Sidewalk Prophets. Okay. It starts out with holes in his jeans, old shoes on his feet, with a cardboard sign and a red light. Got a few dollars out, rolled down my window, said, I hope this helps you get by. He said, man, I won't tell you my whole story, but I'll tell you this much. There's a long list of roads to rock bottom, just a handful of ways to climb out. Yeah, I've been hit with some punches strong enough to make Superman's knees hit the ground. Some things will make you start praying whether you believe in God or not. If you get low enough, you'll start looking up.
Wow.
And I mean, I don't know. And the next verse goes, I took his words with me as the light turned green, started looking back on my life, the wrong turns in the rear view, and all my fears too, rushed to the front of my head. I've seen my share of dead ends, so I can tell you this much. And then the chorus again, there's a long list of roads to rock bottom, just a handful of ways to climb out. Yeah, I've been hit with some punches strong enough to make Superman's knees hit the ground. Some things will make you start praying, whether you believe in God or not. If you get low enough, you'll start looking up.
Wow.
Like they're really, that chorus is really powerful. And there's a part of the song later that it's more of like the worshipy part. But she sings, he's the only way.
Yeah.
He's the only way. And yeah, it just, I don't know, it did. It really hit hard. And I talked to the kids about rock bottom. I heard a guy one time say, the great thing about rock bottom is it's a great place to start building.
Yeah, it's very true. You're building on rock.
Yeah, and it did. That song really spoke to me in that moment of like,
yeah,
and of that line of, there's some things that are going to make you start praying whether you believe in God or not.
yeah. Like they say, there's no atheists in foxholes in hospital beds, right? Like it is. And yeah, it's just like hearing those lyrics, like it kind of reminded me of my buddy James at the just sitting there at the rest stop begging for money, and like I prayed for him. Like that is what you need. You need Jesus. You don't need all the things that the world says is going to make things better and fix you. You need Jesus, and he will make your path straight, as his word says. So yeah, that's a good one, Eric.
Yeah, that like I said, I love when I find these songs that are like just, to me, earth shattering.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like, and that even that line that there's a long list of roads to rock bottom.
Yes.
Like, you tell somebody, like, there's no right way to go through life. Like, everybody can end up at rock bottom for a different reason.
Yeah.
But if you look, there's only one way out.
Like, that's it.
So yeah, I don't know. Just love that.
That's a goodie.
Looking Up by Sidewalk Prophets.
Okay. My last one is it's a bit of an oldie, but again, I remember the first time where I was right here in the parking lot, kind of in front of Big Blue, the first time I heard this. And I'm gonna give a little shout out to Shanda the Panda, because she was once again your partner in crime on the mission trip. So yeah, she played this song. I think we were talking with Nikita and one of her friends, and Shanda's like, oh, you guys, you have to listen to this song, because it was kind of pertaining to the discussion that we were having. But anyway, the song is called Relate, and it's by For King and Country. And it says, has life hit you so hard that you've been knocked down? Have you gone too far to find the middle ground? Did they raise you so high just to pull you back down? Have you been so lost you could never be found? And he says, because I've been real, I've been fake, been a sinner, been a saint. I've been right, I've been so wrong. Yeah, I've made my mistakes. I don't know what it's like to be you. You don't know what it's like to be me. What if we're all the same in different ways, in different kind of ways? Can you relate? We both know what it's like to be hurt. We both know what it's like to feel pain. But I think it's safe to say we're on to better days. Can you relate? And it just kind of goes on through the song.
Yeah.
Kind of like that that repeats itself a lot. Like, I love this verse. Have you ever been left when you should have been loved? Has there ever been a time when you stayed, but you should have run? And then he goes back into, because I've been real, I've been fake, I've been a sinner, been a saint. But yeah, I think it just goes to show, much like sort of when we were talking about the parable of like the Samaritan, like we're all in the same highway. We're in the same boat, whatever metaphor you want to use. But like, we can't really learn to love each other until we can really relate to each other, or, at least understand that we're all going through something. And so it's a fun song. It's got a great beat, but it has a really good message. And so Relate by For King and Country. Shanda, thank you for introducing me to that song. It has been on my playlist now for several years.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, I'm a fan of King and Country big time. I love their music. And that one has a really cool way it's played.
Yeah.
What you call that?
A little syncopated, maybe.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like the way that is played. So it's a good song. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you add these to your playlist if you don't already. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a full week of Born Again to live, guys. We're so excited.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.